sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Prime Time. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by... former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job of staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full.
Into the end zone. What a start. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week's second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Ready. On play action, it's Stafford. Throw on the run is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard sets up 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. In motion goes Likely. 3rd and 2. Stafford. This one struck out. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. There's Dave Canales, the Carolina head coach. His Panthers heading back onto the field. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Tackle made by Nate Ladman.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On the set.
From the 29, here's second and 5.
Ready.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. It's third and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Lee Guest. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup at 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
On second down, Young. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier again. And it'll be third down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That one taken in right side by Lee Guest. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Here we go. Ready?
Young hands it to Hubbard. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9.
Ready?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go.
Another run here with Hubbard. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Flushed to his right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heads back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. Interception on the first drive and a punt the last time they had it. On first down, it's Stafford. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. Inside the 20. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Second down, it's Stafford. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Isaiah Likely, touchdown Rams. His 4th TD grab of the season. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Rams are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne.
Trevor Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go. Cut.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Prime Time. 14-7 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
Come on, set.
On the give, it's Hubbard. On the ball.
Man, come the fuck on, man, with that bullshit.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to...
I can't even challenge the fucking play.
Yourself out.
The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look.
previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. In motion goes Tom. They'll go again here with Williams. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. It's another run here for Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
And this ball's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. It ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. He's been a machine in the red zone here for a couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns.
Set, ready. Set,
We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already.
Here we go. Set, ready.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. 1st and 10.
Down. Set.
Now Hubbard. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Ready. 45.
Young, forced to his right. Check this down, that's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way and sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Ready.
Here's Young to throw.
Oh, my God.
Work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass ball's incomplete.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and
Catch the fucking ball.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. On fourth down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Panthers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Stafford now. Open right side is likely. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard
Stafford
line.
now on 2nd down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Rams, first down.
First down, Stafford. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Man, god damn. What the fuck?
Inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That's good for 27 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Williams, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now the Rams will use the first timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this
Okay,
passing. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle.
Big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is.
Panthers 24, Rams 13.
Before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And he continues to be a thorn in the side as defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing.
Blue 30.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
Come on, set.
A give up in the middle. It's Hubbard. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Young. That one complete to Legette.
Because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Moving left. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
Oh, my God.
Defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, the first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part, and now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
First down, right back to Williams. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
Pickup of 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Play action, Stafford. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. He couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 7.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the option, here's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design, and you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme. And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped.
To the goal line.
Fuck out of here.
Puka Nakua. Touchdown, LA.
Bullshit.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Pulled in.
Ball is like through, man.
A two-point conversion.
Fuck that shit.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Good fucking fumble.
Takes it across the 30. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award.
Come on, set. Hut.
Here's Hubbard. Into the secondary at the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you down. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. After this.
Down. Set.
Here's Hubbard. He gets it to start the fourth. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches?
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
They'll go again with Hubbard.
And the offensive line does a really nice job of winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Ready, set.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. A run with Hubbard. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire